So here are the top 6 performers at this weekend's box office. And of course, these are provided by Box Office Mojo. It is important, though, to note that these are estimate numbers. Since we're on a Sunday here, the actual numbers are coming out tomorrow afternoon. But usually the estimates are pretty close to the actuals. Anyways, so here we go. Number one, no surprise here, Greg. Aquaman is that number one for the second straight week with 51,550,000 at the box office, which is a little bit down from their 72 million, I believe. It was last week. Number two, then, we have Mary Poppins Returns. Again, not much of a surprise. They have 28 million this weekend. Number three, then, is Bumblebee, making 20.5 million at the box office. Number four, then, is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I like. This exact order was the same last week, so pretty interesting stuff. Spider-Man takes home 18,315,000. The Mule is at number 5, and they take home 11,780,000, which is actually up from last week, so that's interesting. And then to round things out, number 6 is Vice, and they take home 7,791,000. So Holmes and Watson was 7th, but we will talk about that in just a couple seconds. But I don't think there's too many surprises here, right?
Yeah, that's probably what you would expect.
I think a couple of these, like, I think the ranking of these is fine, right? That's not much of a surprise. But I think some of the numbers are interesting a little bit. But like I said, we'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, so those are the numbers there for the weekend box office, or at least the estimates as of now, but I'm sure they won't be too far off. So here we go. So those are the estimates. So let's talk about Aquaman first. So Aquaman brought in an estimated 85.4 million this weekend internationally, for an overseas cum totaling 560 million now. Internationally, which then is a global tally reaching 748.8 million. So basically 750 million. This makes the film the third largest worldwide release in the DC extended universe, now topping Suicide Squad. So interesting stuff. I mean, you and I have been talking about it making $1 billion and all this stuff, right? And it's interesting. I mean, it's still doing well internationally. Of course, now it opens domestically its second week. And they're already at 750 million. So they're 3/4 of the way there. And now it's the third largest worldwide release for the DC Extended Universe. What the top two? Would that be like Wonder Woman? What would the second one be?
It's it's either Wonder Woman, Justice League, or Batman versus Superman. I think Justice League Justice League hit $1 billion. And then it's either Batman versus Superman or Wonder Woman would be the other.
Well, no, Justice League didn't do well. Remember? I don't think it did $1 billion. I think it did like closer to 500. Justice League.
I don't. I thought it hit $1 billion. I don't have the numbers, but
yeah. Anyways,
it didn't do well critically, but
no, I don't know. I think it was fairly disappointing for DC, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, really interesting stuff that it's now at 750 million. Only 2 weeks it's been open domestically, of course. And they're already there. So I saw a bunch of articles pointing this out too. One of these articles is from the playlist, I guess. The playlist has an article on here. The title, Aquaman hits 750 million worldwide and is now on its way to an inevitable 1 billion. So they and a bunch of other sources are predicting that it will hit 1 billion. It turns out you and I were both probably a little wrong on this one, right?
Yeah, just to clear it up, Justice League was $157 million gross. So it wasn't. I thought it was had gross more than that.
Okay.
So it must be.
But yeah, so you and I were talking about it hitting $1 billion, Aquaman, and I think we both said it might be close to Wonder Woman, but we don't think it's going to be more than Wonder Woman, which I believe is 850 about. the box office for that, but it looks like it's gonna top it now. So
Yeah.
you know, crazy stuff for Aquaman, and you know what? It's good for DC. I think this is the start of something, and whether Shazam performs like Aquaman, I don't know. Um,